Okay, picking up where we left off, I've finished putting all the threads through the heddles, and I've tied them in sections here, so when I start to pull them through the reed, again they don't get all tangled up and all try and come through the same dent on the reed. Okay, here's the reed. I've marked it for the center. It's 15 inches wide, and there are 12 dents, little openings per inch. Now, because of the size of the yarn going through on the warp, I had to figure out to keep things 10 inches wide all the way through, I have to place 2 threads in each dent. And those will come through. I'll tie them off on this side again, each little section. Because later on then I'm going to have to attach them to the roller in the front to pull finished material through. So the little beater or reed, it's called a reed because originally it was made out of reeds here, and that goes on the top like that, holds it in position. Each loom has a reed of some type, some way that you can, after you bring the threads through, after you run the shuttle through here, that you can bring it back and tighten the weave. It's pretty cool. So it's through there now. Now what I have to do now is stabilize this with a string here and here, across here and here. Then I'll untie each one of those sections, find again the first thread, 1, 2, 3, 4, going back at a diagonal, and put 2 threads in each dent. And I'll start 5 inches over. I'll mark this, measure it, mark it, and find my first set of 2 threads coming through a dent in that area. Again, you have to make sure that you can't cross them. You make sure that each one is in that sequence, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it should be 1 again. So I'm going to be doing 1 and 2 in a dent, 3 and 4 in a dent, 1 and 2 in a dent, 3 and 4 in a dent. Sounds simple until you forget what you're doing and do one backwards. So that's the next task. Also, I didn't mention before, I've got a little concrete block that I made years ago underneath the front of the loom, so that when I was pulling the threads through the heddles, I was able to get a better, clear view of it and move the little heddle tool right here through. It's got a little hook on the end. Okay, that's the next step, and I'll stop the video there.